Hi everybody, Tammy here. Welcome to my channel. So check out this cool little gizmo I just got. It is a Kodak P210R Mini 2 Retro printer. So basically this is a printer that prints these 2-inch by 3-inch little photographs by talking Bluetooth wise to your phone. And I'm using my phone to film here, but I did take a little video where I show this actually working, but just let me give you the 411 on this real quick. And let me also say that I am not tech support. I was able to figure out how this thing works, but it did take me some finagling. And I'm also not affiliated or in any way telling you to buy this. Let's put it that way. But so far, I'm pretty happy with it. The reason why I got it was to take photographs of my dolls that I could then put in my journal. So anyway, this is the original box that it came in. I did get it off of Amazon. This came with this and the little charger thing and a book. Where's that at? A book of instructions that for the most part suck. Okay. And I also got a cartridge, an extra cartridge. This came with an extra cartridge that you put in here for the photos. Otherwise, there's only 8 photographs in here. The one I got, in addition to this one, I think it has 30. Yeah, so 30 and then 8. So it came to 38 photographs that I can take with the package that I got from Amazon, which was about $100 US. So yeah, so far I'm pretty happy with it. The reason why I was getting it is because as you guys know, if you're watching my channel very much, I've been journaling about various doll projects that I'm doing. So like, here's the journaling I did for the Halloween themed 18-inch doll. I used my American Girl dolls for this that I did. It's a collaboration I did with Starches and Stitches and Be Creative with Terry Jeanette. And so I journaled in here about what I did. Like I crocheted a little trick-or-treat bag. I sewed a dress. Here's some of the fabric I used, you know, that kind of thing. And then I was like, you know, it would be nice to be able to have a photograph of the finished, you know, project. And so, ta-da, now I can paste this in there. Is that too fun or what? So, yeah, and I got the smaller 2x3. Some printers, you can get printers that are bigger, and I really did consider that. But because my journals aren't super huge, like, here's the Blythe one. That was another one. So here's the bibliophile collab that I did with Starches and Stitches. Let's see, where's that at? That's the first one in here. So here I did a drawing and everything, and I was like, you know, it'd be nice to be able to show the finished project. And yeah, so here it is. I have room in here. I took a photograph of the finished bibliophile, and now I can stick her in there. And I'm just going to put some glue on the back and stick her probably right about here. So this is a smaller journal, so the 2x3 I think works really well. If I get really crazy, I don't know, maybe I'll get another one that's 4x6, but those are quite different than how these little 2x3 printers work. And the way they work is this talks to your phone through Bluetooth, and there's an app that you use. And of course, like I said, I'm not tech support here, so I watched a bunch of videos on YouTube before I decided to get the Kodak. When I got it, it was not charged, so you definitely have to charge it using this, and you stick this in here. Oh, this one. You stick the little one in here, and then you take the big one and stick it in a charger or your computer if you have a port in your computer. And then this is the on-off switch. They do not mention that really in these little instructions here. These instructions have all of these different languages, but don't really tell you very much how to use this. For example, in here it says, connect it to your phone using Bluetooth. Okay, how do I do that? Right? So, yeah, I figured out how to do it. Like I said, Google it. Watch some videos because it took a while, and definitely make sure this is charged up all the way. I charged it, and then I printed like 2 of them. These 2 here, first of all. And this, you can see, you could get a choice. You can put a border around it or not, right? So that's, you know, you get to edit it a little bit. But the next day I tried to print some more stuff, and again, it wasn't seeing, the Bluetooth wasn't working, and I was like, I just got it to work. And then I noticed this wasn't lit up anymore. In fact, let me see, pull it out here. Yeah, see how you got that little thing? This was not lit up, so that meant it wasn't fully charged. So that could have been why it wasn't seeing, why the Bluetooth wasn't working. But yeah, I'm really happy with this. I think this is going to be fun to add to my journaling, or I could see other applications for this as far as, you know, collecting goes or crafting. For example, if you went to a convention and you wanted to take photographs of other people with their dolls, and then you could just print it up and, you know, pass out photographs. As far as cost goes, these little things cost about 50 cents a piece. So not something you want to just do without, you know, thinking about it a little bit. I mean, I have $1 worth here, but I don't feel like there's cost prohibitive. Definitely, I think one of the things I noticed is when I went to print, you can see like the top of her head got cut off because the photograph, the original photograph I took was like this. So I need to be a little bit more careful when I take a photograph, with the idea that if I want to print this, I need to be like here. I have all the space down here, but she got her head cut off. So I need to be a little bit more careful when I'm photographing my dolls, to make sure that they are completely in the picture, with the idea that if I want to print them later, I can do that. And that's like when I took this picture. Where's that picture? Did I put it back in there? So like when I took this picture, I got this actually comes off, this little piece here. You can see there's a little perforation there. So I can break that off. But I have this big space here. So it's just something I'm going to have to learn how to do. I mean, I could just trim that off if I wanted to. And I probably needed to be a little further back because this got cut off and that got cut off. I thought I was okay. But anyway, let me know what you guys think about this. Is this something you might try yourself, or does anybody have any these little portable printers? Like I said, they also have the 4x6 size, but those are quite different. It's actually like a little miniature printer that has a little cartridge you stick in, and it sticks out, that has the paper. And the paper is stuff you don't want to touch the paper, from when I was reading, otherwise you can get fingerprints. But these, I haven't opened this yet. I don't want to open it till I'm done, but you can see you pop this open and you put the cartridge in here, and it has the film, or whatever you want to call it, that the paper film, etc., that will print in here, and it's all in like a cartridge. It's not like two pieces. This is all just one piece, where the 4x6 are actually, you have the printer piece and then the paper cartridge piece sticking out. But I felt like this was a little bit more, like I said, what I wanted as far as journaling goes, because that's my main point is to be able to plan out what I'm going to do and then show the finished product. Like now I need to take a picture of my Enid doll that I finished up and put her in there. So yeah, let me know your thoughts. As usual, please give this a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Have a wonderful Dolly Day. And yeah, someplace in here I will include, maybe here, this little guy in action.